Orioles getting ready to play the Rays first of four. Tom Davis, Rick Dempsey, now joined by Stan, the man unusual, Don Stanhouse, who was a key Orioles relief pitcher in the late 70s and early 80s. Don, I want to talk to you a little bit about the situation with Zach Britton right now and the makeup of a closer. Tell us a little bit about how you handled that in your day and a certain makeup that you might have to close out ball games.
Well, first and foremost, you have to have a sharp memory because it's a long season, and you never say no when they give you the ball. Then you walk out there and you got good players behind you, things can work in your favor. But sharp memory, the next day is just as important as what you're doing right at that particular minute, but move to the next day. Always know you're going to win. And he's got that kind of makeup.
Don, you had a little rhythm, you know. You talk about makeup. You had your own makeup. You were very unusual, as we put it here. But, you know, when you got to the end of the ball game and you had a tough inning coming up and you know you're your best hitters, one thing I distinctly remember about you is looking in, getting the sign, and then stopping and stepping off. Was that part of your plan to distract the hitter or upset the hitter in any way?
Well, Rick, you know as well as I do, you kept putting down the wrong signs. I kept telling him, I said, Dipper, I don't throw a curveball. I said, oh, that's what I meant. A lot of it was, I mean, you think about the rhythm of hitters, how they get in the box, and they want you to come to them. The whole idea was, well, let's make sure, because every pitch that I had to throw in a crucial situation, you know, was important. I missed a lot of times, but when we threw it in the right places, we got results. So it was about rhythm, it was about the hitters, and it was about mixing things up a little bit.
Don, if you blow a save, and when you go home, I mean, how do you relax or try to wipe it out?
Well, you know, I didn't have a lot between my ears back then. You know, I was single my whole career, and I'm going to tell you, I had the most fun
that you did
doing this than anything I've done in my life. Now, I've been very blessed to be married 35 years and got great kids and all that, but I'm going to tell you, in 1979, that Orioles magic, that baseball we played here, was one of the finest times of my life. So there was no pressure to it. It was coming to the ballpark every day, and you're going to see this guy. I mean, Dimper and I have known each other, I guess, when we're about 18 years old.
And we had a lot of fun together.
And we've had fun playing baseball.
Yes, we did.
And I don't think, I mean, as I think back to those years and you look at the guys we played with, you really never saw the stress factor in us. One, we knew we could win if we did what we were supposed to do. Pitch, play defense, and we'll get just enough runs.
Do you miss all that hair, Don? You saw that picture with that big bozo-like afro.
You know my wife, right? He said, we're done with the hair. It was something. I mean, the guys back in Texas, the guys it's funny, all the people who run around and have all the pictures on their phone, and I got the one hair that was actually the Oriole orange looking underneath the cap. Everybody likes to show that one. I said, yeah, that's me. Why? You got something to say about it? But it's been all good, and one of my favorite things to do is to come back to Baltimore and see the fans here, the guys that are still around. See, and of course, my daughter living here really caps it off, but there's something special about coming to Baltimore and seeing Oriole magic again.
There's something special about Don Stanhouse helping the Orioles win so many games when he was a part of the club in the late 70s.